moved the camera, didn't I? I bumped it. There we go. Sorry about that. There. Try not lighting things, you know, it's light here, dark there, and camera this and that. I'm out here in the shade working on my stuff. Frederick! Frederick's a good dog. Fred's here. Fred is a good dog. Frederick. That was disgusting. Frederick. Frederick. Yep. Anyway, we're both hairy, so. And that's not the subject of this video. The subject of this video is I read an article on gun rights, the usual thing, you know, saying that they're going back to old England for their inspiration and that kind of thing. And I'm like, no, America, our laws we make them from when we got here on. Obviously, because we left the place to be our own place, and now we're bringing laws from there to this place that we left because it sucked, and making it suck here. That's just, I don't get it. And another thing, I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you two things. The firearms question. I will always wear my firearm. I was going to say firearm, not, you know what I meant. Right, I will always don my sidearm. I don't even understand what, because they said, oh, you can only wear your sidearm or this and that, bring a weapon in, you know, you can't bring them in social places and this and that, and public, you know, in town, and like, well, that's where you kind of need it the most. So that don't make no sense, so take your England laws and shove them. I don't dig that. Get them out of our government. Don't have them in my justice system, because the justices were referring back to England's laws to flesh out or form our gun laws, and that's not happening. Now I'm really, really unhappy about what the heck's going on up there in the, and why is it called a White House, folks? Anyway, you know, I don't like that place because of its physical form. I like its symbolism, it's our government, wonderful, wondrous, this and that, but they made a palace for themselves, and now they think they're royalty. I mean, and I'm not going to say, and that's not the subject of this video either, but it does pertain. Right. The people in there, they think they're kings and queens, monarchs even above monarch. I mean, look at them, what they do. They do anything they want. We have no say as to what they do anymore. Flat out, period. That's why these gun laws are so important. That's why they want them out of there and we want them in there. Okay, all government. I don't trust any of them anymore. You know, like I said before, we must be governed. We must govern. We must live by the rule of law. Period. That's the only way that we can achieve and further ourselves as a species, as sapiens. Now that I've had that said, I hope you can see, I can't see what's going on, but I hope this works. What was I saying? Oh yeah. And they said, oh no, you can't. Okay, here's the deal. Man has been carrying a weapon since he had a hand to make it and carry it. You know why? Because of his fellow man. Now back in caveman days, right, you see these shows, the documentaries, okay, we get it, right? Caveman documentaries. Every time you see them, they got spears in their hands. They got some way to keep themselves alive. And not from animals per se, that's for hunting to get them, right? They carried them spears. Fate. Fate's a good dog. Oh, this is Fate. Don't. With Fate. Alright, go on, dog. Anyway, that kind of sidetracked me. He had to protect himself from the other guy. Period. Right? Back then, you know, your threat was more from the fellow sapien over there than any animal really at all. They carried that to keep themselves alive from being killed from other sapiens. That was probably the majority. If they happen to find a deer, they can get it. But that was for their self-protection and to keep themselves alive. Man, since he's had a way to make it and know that, he has always carried a weapon to guard himself and protect himself against and from his fellow man, woman, sapien. Women kill anybody just as much as anybody. Don't think just because they got the innie that they like. I don't believe that. Women are just as badass as anybody if you let them, which is a good thing. I'm happy with that. Scratch. So, that's my take on that. You will never take my firearms from me until I don't need them no more. And that won't happen while I'm alive. As long as there's sapiens on this planet, other sapiens must protect themselves from them. Period. You can't not know it. Now, we need these weapons to protect ourselves from the sapiens in our government. They've hijacked it, they've corrupted it, ruined it. It's over. It's done. They're doing whatever they want, no matter what anyone says, does, or feels. So now, like I said, we have to go get our spears and go over to the hill and do something with these people that want to come over here and wipe us out. Whether we do it or not, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Personally, I think nobody's going to win. Okay? No one's going to win. They think, oh, we're going to have this utopian society. No, you're not. Not with the sapien. No way. You cannot take the sapien and make him into what you want. Sapien's going to be what the sapien's going to be. Throughout time, the sapien exists. Having that said, I'm going to another subject. This subject is part of the right to own and bear arms, and how ICU8, right, said, oh, Gary for president, you would not like me. This is what I would do about firearms. I would create an organization or whatever, militia, whatever you want to call it, called the Braceman. Okay? What this entails, right, is you will have, if you're going to be a Braceman, now this is like a militia, you will be officially committed. Because in your home, you will have a glass case, as it were, or some such familiar as that, right out in the open, be in the middle of your living room. Right, a big pillar, column, something, tube thing, with your guns in them. Firearms, weapons. Okay, these weapons will be the weapons of war. Flat out. Automatic, everything. You will be a part of what the militia. You'll be squad, platoon, company, things like that, right? You will have leaders, sergeants, NCOs, corporals, get it, okay, a bit casually. You will also pass a PT test. You will be physically fit to carry the brace of weapons that we will put in the brace when you become a braceman. Okay? They will be the black guns. They will be the weapons of war. Flat out. Now, when it comes down your chain of command, to break the brace, just like in case of emergency, break glass, you will break it. It'll have a door and all that, because that's stupid. Because another thing, you will have to qualify military standard with whatever weapon you have in your brace case. Period. So every 3 to 6 months or whatever, how we schedule it, your behind will go down and you will qualify. And when you qualify with your brace weapon, you will physically qualify to be able to carry it. You know, we're not going to have these, me, old, I ain't carrying it. No. Okay? Anyway, you got to pass a PT test, okay, in order to be a braceman. Here's the rub. If you're not a braceman, you don't get braceman weapons. You can have all the other weapons you want. Bolt, personally, I prefer what rifle kept Afghanistan free. the Lee Enfield. I mean, if it wasn't for the Lee Enfield, Afghanistan would be Russia. They held, I bet you that vexed them. Now, what they should have went out there, well, that's the Russians, they didn't have it, and the Mauser, K-48, all those, put me up on a hill, no one touches me. And you know that. Everyone knows it. Every weapon owner knows that those big caliber rifles, wood, nice, no handle, all that, it's fine. You can own as many of them as you want. Handguns, I will say this, semi-automatic handguns will also not be a part of the brace weapons. You will just carry it at all times, period. So there's that. But your automatic weapons, your this and that, will be in there. You can, and if you don't want to be a braceman, you will not get braceman weapons. You can have every other weapon you want, right? You will not have brace weapons unless you are a braceman. Now, here's the thing. And I can hear you back there. Well, not now because I'm videoing. I can hear everybody back there going, I'll own what I want. I'll do this and that if I want. I said, no, you won't. You know why you won't? And you can't say that I can keep this and I can keep that. No. Okay, all you veterans and all you military, you didn't keep your weapons in the barracks. You took your weapon, you turned it into the arms room. Nobody kept their weapon in the barracks. At least when I was in. I can imagine in Afghanistan, maybe you kept them around. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I'll have to ask Ben because he was there. Right? But 9 times out of 10, your weapon was in the arms room. You didn't just go willy-nilly carrying that dang thing. Thousands of rounds of ammunition. Well, never mind that. You can have that. All the ammunition you want. You know, and unfettered. Not no, give me a card this, identify that. No. Ain't none of that. Anyway. You'll become a braceman. If you want braceman weapons, you want to have black guns, you'll become a braceman, and you will do it officially, just like the military. You will pass a PT test, you will be highly proficient in marksmanship, and that's it. Period. That's what I would put in. That's that. Okay, this isn't going to be my last video or video for the day. I got a couple, 3 more of them to make, and of similar thing is because I'm going to catch up on the things that I have in my mind to get out because I'm real busy packing and we're going to get going. Okay, and that's the deal. There's one more thing I was going to say, and give me a minute and I'll think of it. Braceman, this and that, yeah. Oh, and when you're old, I don't want to be a braceman. I don't, because you're going to go out there and hump. You know, you will have the equipment. All your shit will be in the brace place. Right? Everything. Full battle rattle. So when you step out that door, you better be ready to rock. Because you know why? You're a braceman. You'll have a badge, maybe, something to identify you as a braceman. If you want, I don't think, that's not a real good thing. Also, okay, someone will break in and steal your brace guns. Anyone's caught with a brace gun, period. I don't care what. Well, I found it. This or some giving it to me. It just turned up in the in the kitchen. No, that ain't gonna happen. 50 years in jail or some horrible thing like that. You will. There ain't gonna be no trial, appeals. No, no matter what, we'll give you 3 to 10 days to prove. Give you a say. Maybe there was some sort of something. But in order to avoid that and to do that, whenever anyone gets a hand on a brace gun, say, on the black market or in the underworld, they are compelled, it is by law, you go turn that in. And you don't have to say anything about where you got it, nothing. Just, I found this brace gun, and then let them take it from there. They'll get the serial numbers, they'll go to the braceman guy, say, why is your brace gun in this guy's hands? Okay? But usually, if you got the gun, you ain't supposed to have it. You don't touch it, call whoever and get it, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, you risk horrible repercussions. Terrible ones. I was going to go death penalty, but that's a little extreme, a little melodramatic. But something severe. That's what I would do. I would start an organization called the Bracemen. They will be the militia. They will own the black guns, the automatics, the this and that. Everything, when you step out that door, you're in war. So let me know what you think. Oh, that's what I was going to say. that's just my rough fleshing out of the thing I would do. There's debate, and I can dig it. We can debate this and put this in, take that out. But it's the first draft of if I was behind that desk, that'd be one of the first things I'd do is I'd start a Braceman Organization. You are the militia. You're signed up, and you will be qualified. You will be physically fit to perform the job, and there will be no questions. Okay? That's what I would do as president. So, live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye.